back, everybody, for another great episode of Spider Steve. I'm up here with Skittles and Paige,
Hi.
and tonight is Saturday night. Normally, you'll see a lot of people party on Saturday nights, but with a lot of graduations going on, there's not many people that are like students are back in town. A lot of the students have left to go back home to be with their families for the summertime. So I just want to say congratulations to all students from around this area, Ithaca College, Cornell, and especially Cortland College University. And hopefully everybody drives safe for the Memorial Weekend. I know there's a lot of tickets issued, drunk drivers, speeding, a lot of that. So, when you're driving, make sure you stay safe and abide by the laws. Don't drink and drive, don't speed, don't rush, any of that stuff because it's not worth it. On that note, sorry about this video being a little bit dark, but as you can tell, I'm in the car once again and making new videos and live streaming for you guys. It's going to be a daily thing that we do again. We missed a lot of you guys, and hopefully everybody likes it and keeps subscribing and joins us. Tonight it's a nice night out. It's 73 degrees, and most likely it will probably rain tonight. Um, but the reason why we're here is supposedly a manager said that we had to be out by the first. Now, today is not the first when we were staying with some friends, and you know, our friend said that the manager called today and said that we had to be out today because of a dog. Um, I just don't buy it because we already talked to the park manager, or I should say the owner, and that's one thing. And the second lie that we caught him in was supposedly getting a letter on the door that was supposed to be from the office, which was not from the office because we talked to the park owner once again, and he stated that he or the park manager never had put a note on the door, and he doesn't know what they were talking about. Because at first they said it was supposed to be a 3 day, give us a 3 day notice, and then you know, and then
It is what
our
it is.
our other friend who was an ex said that she talked to the you know park manager and argued a little bit and said it was fine until the end of June. So like we said, we talked to the park owner and he gave us until the first, but supposedly once again as another lie that we were supposed to be leaving by tonight. I do not believe it. I do not accept it. But it is what it is. We are back in the car, and we're not going to let that get us down. We're not going to let anything get us down. We're just going to be happy, take you guys with us, and anybody I don't like in our channel will be blocked. And if they want to come out and be a troll because of what I say, they can be blocked also. And I don't care how many accounts they make up because each and every account will be blocked, pretty much. Or they could just talk to talk, and I'll just keep blocking. It don't matter. It's all good. But enough about that. So, if you're somebody that we care about, welcome to the room. Hopefully, we'll have a lot of people join us tonight because this should be a long live stream. And it was great talking to a lot of our extended family out here a couple times today already because we were live twice already today and tonight or whatever.
Whoop whoop.
And we're going to start doing that more often for you guys again. And take you to our live games for baseball, summer league baseball games that are held for June and July that we've been a part of for 4.5 years now. And they're called a Cortland Crush, and it's a wonderful baseball summer league team, and we're going to be rooting them on every single year. Still Skittles is here next to me, and she's just, I believe, writing some more places, like applications to for more apartments. And Paige is pretty much out like a light. She's been tired out, and she had it rough for a while. A lot of different changes for her, and also where we stayed, there was cats, and she just wasn't really a cat lover, especially when they tease each other. Where the cats would chase her, and Paige didn't like it, or if Paige kind of got fed up with it and chased the cats. It worked out both ways. But tonight, like I said, it's Saturday night. Not much going on because a lot of students have gone home. It's 73, and looks like it might rain a little bit later on tonight. So you don't have to be shy. You could say at least hi. And if you're a troll, well, just keep watching, have fun. Put the
Yeah.
recliner up or lay on the couch or do whatever.
It helps out our channel.
Helps out our channel with all the views that you guys come up with, all these troll and different names and all that.
Hey guys, I got something to tell you. I'm on Google going to Craigslist, okay? And it says on here that a service dog had 9 puppies.
That's right. She's on Google and she's seen a statement on there saying that a service dog had 8 or 9 puppies, and that was pretty awesome.
I thought it was interesting.
But here's the theory, and here's what I have to wonder about that. Is if it's a service dog having 8 or 9 puppies, where was that service dog spending the time to doink the boink, if that's what you want to call it, for one?
It was somewhere in Florida.
And number two, if it's like the service dog, I mean, how are they supposed to, like, how is the owner supposed to use it as a service dog and go wherever he goes if the service dog has to stay with the puppies? So, I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. What do you guys think? Speaking about that Florida incident, does anybody know, like, if there's any, like, hurricanes or tornadoes, whatever they call them, headed towards the Florida area? Because I thought I seen it on Facebook, but wasn't sure if it is or what part of Florida. So if anybody knows, please keep me posted, or us posted. So does anybody out here have plans for Memorial Day weekend?
Every one I click on.
Well, actually, it's the start of it already. So once again, please make sure you buckle up. Don't drink and drive. And take your time, especially on this holiday, because there's a lot of accidents, a lot of tickets, and, it's not worth your life for any of that. So I will be putting that throughout the video and live stream. Back to you, Skittles.
Everyone I...
There you go. I guess I could still see you.
Hey. Everyone I hit, You
hit a lot of people? You hit everyone you hit?
I would love to, but...
But you know what you mean. She's on Craigslist, and she's pushing buttons as to meaning hitting. That's what she means.
Places, and asking them to send me a application. Then you scroll down and it says no pets, no pets. It just gets annoying after a while.
So this mainly a lot of people don't like pets. But you got like a lot of the scammers on Craigslist too. I mean, you write to these people and they're like, well, send me the money, then I'll send you the keys. And comes to find out, their address is all the way in like South of Africa or some shit. or they have to travel for 3-4 months at a time, and just they'll send the keys to you. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I mean, thankfully, right now we are in almost the month of June, and it's a warmer month. It's towards summer, and July, baseball games, yard sales, different events we can do. And worst comes to worst, if we have to camp a little bit, on and off, hey, not bad. At least it's warm, and it's a good time camping. But I'd like to also remind a lot of people, I mean, take care of your credit. I mean, I used to say credit's not everything, but be careful with your credit, guys, because it will nowadays affect you getting a car, a house, apartment, loans, all that good stuff, or maybe even prevent you from going to school or whatever. So make sure you kind of be careful with your credit these days. And also, make sure you leave on good terms when you rent a place out, like an apartment and all that. Because I'll tell you, I've been looking since the end of February, and here we are. So, yeah, yeah. That's what I gotta say about that.
I think somebody sent me an application.
John, I don't know who you are. Who are you? Give me some clues. I'm thinking strongly right now. I'm not really stressed out, but I just have a lot going on right now. So refresh me on who you are. 4 people in the room. Awesome, awesome. Did not eat today, but at least I turned bottles in for a 2 liter of soda, cheap soda, so at least I have some calories burning inside. Well, like I say to everybody, tonight I'm going to kind of be nice. If I don't know somebody who comes in the room, I'm not trying to be mean right off the bat. Our channel has had a lot of trolls or eavesdroppers, cocklanders, people that just don't care for me, or maybe even Skittles or whoever. But it is what it is. But welcome to the room, John, and you can stay here as long as there's no drama. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep our channel, nice, running, and clean, so everybody enjoys it. And if not, you will be blocked, whoever. But on that note, welcome here, John. I say welcome, John.
Welcome, John.
Well, page is out. Sorry. Hey. Well, hey, how you doing? Hey, Michelle, what's up?
Hey, Michelle.
I am back in the car. Things really were on the rocky part of the ending part of it, so we're back out in the car, and
we don't care.
We don't really care. The only downfall is I really didn't eat today, and I have about half a liter of soda left, and no gas. So it's all cool, But we have you guys to talk to, and that's what matters the most. So guys, I'm going to try to do something here. I'm going to try to not eat until the 1st because I can't. So I'm going to see how long I actually could go for that. Because this past month I had a lot of bills to pay. I mean, where we were staying, we paid for half of the rent, and then I paid for all the car gas and car insurance, and
For the TV they turned on.
and because their TV went off, I also ended up paying $140 something, I believe it was, for that. So everybody would have TV and cable running and internet. So, and also storage and phone time, and just like everything popping at once. Nope, Michelle, I'm not going to eat. I have no money for food until the 1st. All these bills, I help people out, and then I took care of my own personal bills, and um, also paying child support, and just so many bills that were here this past month. It just didn't, ran short. But the good news is I get paid the 1st, and then I can get some food and some gas in the car. I just have about a week left. Friday. So hopefully I can do this, guys. And I'm not really sleeping much at night, so if I look tired, and somebody said that today, I look very tired. I think it might have been Dean who said I look pretty shot. I mean, tired. Really haven't slept much, guys. I just, things really pretty, where we were staying, things went pretty good for a while. Yes, and I'll let you know on how that went there, Michelle, and how things worked out. I mean, things were pretty good there for the most part where we were staying. I mean, they allowed us to stay there for, 5 weeks? About 5 weeks there. And during the time, we paid half of the month's rent there, which is about $250. We had their cable and internet paid for $148. About 200 plus in food. And so, we took care of our share there. Paige and their cats were fighting back and forth, and there was a lot of drama that I'm not going to get into because it's not my business, and I'm not going to, mention that part. But just being there, it was a little bit on the stressful side, but we're happy that they let us stay there the 5 weeks, And as far as good terms leaving, towards the end, we're supposedly one day there's a note on the door. Joey the redneck says he got a note on the door saying that, we had to be out, me and Skittles and Paige, or else they had to be out within 3 days, or else our car would be towed. So he went back and told Sassy Lips about the whole situation, and supposedly she was supposed to be talking to the park manager, and he said that we could stay there until the end of June. Well, we were a little bit confused on two different stories, like one saying that we had 3 days to stay, and another one saying that end of June. And then the park owner called us up and said that, they never put a note on their door, never talked to Sassy Lips, So all that part was a lie. So that was part one. Part two was supposedly happened today. Sassy Lips is out of town doing whatever, and Redneck Joey was supposed to be home, but supposedly he had something to do tonight for a while. Not my business what. And, he was on my live stream earlier and said that the park owner supposedly called him and said that we had to be out by tonight. That's kind of weird because we already talked to the park owner and he said no, we had to be out on the 1st at 5 o'clock. So that was lie number two. Now, if you just don't want us to stay there any longer, you should just be right up front and say, hey guys, it's too much stress with all the commotion going on, and can you please leave tonight, or can you leave this day or that day? You just don't make up lies. You know, it wasn't even our intentions to stay there. We were staying out in the cold during the cold months here when it dropped down, and I was all against it. I said, no, I don't think this is going to be a great idea. So yes, guys, I did block. Hey, Michelle, I did block Joey. I'm not going to take his crap tonight. I'm not in the mood. And I'll get to what he had to say. And so that's what's going on and all that. But, you should just be up front and say, hey, guys, it's just a lot going on. Can you please not stay here any longer? And we'd been happy to get out. And yes, I mean, it was their idea to take us in during the cold months. I was against it. One, because it was my ex. And two, because that was her new man or whatever. And I felt uncomfortable about it. But they were like convincing me to do it. So I was like, fine, whatever. I'm done saying no and all this. So yeah, we stayed there for, I don't know, 5 weeks, like I said. And I was thankful for it. All right, so that's where I'm coming from.
And we put food in the house.
And we put like $200+ in food in the house, and $148 to turn the cable internet back on, and half the rent of $250, so it's $248. So it's like $400 in bills plus $200, about $600 total. All right, so Joey came in and he said that he was in violation. That's why he said we had to go. But once again, I understand it's a violation. We already had talked to the park owner about it, and he said as long as we're out by the 1st, we'd be all right. And he would, override the violation, override, having our car towed and all that. That's what Joey the Redneck was saying. But guys, it is what it is, and I just don't care no more. I'm out. I'm not stressing no more. I'm out in a car that it's all paid for and I own, and nobody can say a damn thing about it. Might not be the greatest car, it's a POS, but at least I have it, and it has a roof over it, and between that and camping, if that's what I have to do, that's what we're going to do. I understand, Michelle, and when we first started talking about All right, so Sassy Lips is an ex of mine. That was my past ex, and Joey's her fiance now, and we really, after what happened in the past, we really didn't see eye to eye, and so finally it came down. It finally came down to we every time we'd see each other, we just it didn't nothing would work out. We just couldn't be friends, couldn't associate with each other. But then, I so she offered they offered us a place to stay there, which is thoughtful, and wonderful for 5 weeks. And we paid for the half of the rent. We paid to get the internet cable back on, and 200 plus in food to help out. But I don't know. And it wasn't our idea really to go there. I mean, that was theirs. And Sassy Lips one day finally said, "Well, what do you want?" And I said, "You know, I don't care if I'm out in the cold. I don't care if we are or whatever. The only thing I want is peace out there. I'm done fighting, and I just want to be a neutral friend, or not even a friend. I don't care if it's a friend, but just be social, like a neutral bar where no hate and no likes, just neutral." Because I knew that some part of this would, crash and probably make things probably worse than they are. And that's where pretty much I think it's gone. I mean, I helped, they helped, so, we're even with that. I also gave rides. But, so if it means not eating until the first, hey, maybe I don't need to eat because I'm already big enough of a person. And maybe I just stay here 7 days in the same spot. I don't know. I got myself here, and somehow I just got to figure out how to get out of it. I just hate to see a few days. Help you when you need it, and put food. Yeah. Tight quarters make it stressful for everyone too. And a dog and cat. Yeah, I mean, it was them plus their what, four?
Mm-hmm.
Four cats, and plus it was our page, and they went back and forth, but it felt like every time that everything happened to be like Paige's fault for them. Like every time Paige was around, it's like Paige always got into trouble more, most of it. When a lot of times it wasn't Paige, or the disciplines were a little bit more. I don't believe in that. I'm sorry. I wish you can get. Wish you could get some assistance to get into a place down in South Carolina. Yeah, Michelle, I dream about that every day. Um, to have a place in South Carolina. That's like a big dream of ours. Um,
That's where I'm putting all my.
a lot of the applications that Skittles is doing is online and in the South Carolina area.
Now here's one.
Yes, she is. She's certified, dumbass. All right, so it looks like Joey the Redneck's coming on as Jill, making up a fake account on here, starting his problems again. But it's all right. I expected that. But anyways, that's always been a dream of ours to get down South Carolina. Um, it's just better weather, nicer people. Everything that when we went down there last time, we loved it down there. Unfortunately, we left our medications up here. and all our belongings were down here. So I mean, it's like we had to come back for everything. So it sucked. And down there, Paige loved it down there. And what was it? They said that down there, they South Carolina, they help you with what, the first month's rent,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to pay security down there. Well, it looks like Joey's getting pissed, coming up with all these fake names on her, Jill and Jonathan. It's funny how people like Joey like to try to use different fake accounts.
What is his problem?
Speaking about that, so I wasn't gonna really bring it up, but well, let me finish the story. So I would head that way before cold hits in New York. Get some doctors set up down there first. Yeah, I mean, definitely, we got to do all that. Um, so, anyways, like I was saying before, Joey, the redneck, interrupted me with another different account. Is we love it down there, and the places down there, and a lot of times we'll pay for the first month's rent would help, and then we pay security, and is what the lady down there, assistant program, told us. So that'd be cool. But the problem is, once again, you have to have, a certain amount of credit. You have to have good background on rental. You have to all this, and it's you know totally just BS. That just won't let us in. We've been trying since the end of February for a lot of places, especially South Carolina. Um, but that's a dream. So that's a future dream. Right now, I just gotta make it until the first because that's when I get paid, and not eating until the first, and not being able to go anywhere from the spot I'm in until the first because I'm on below E. It sucks, but it's doable, I guess. But like I said, I have a lot of family in New York. It's that are messed up, and they come on here as fake accounts. And now Joey the Redneck is doing the same. He comes up here with fake accounts because he's pissed at what I say and he doesn't like what I have to say. Even the park owner has said when they caught us that he never left a note on the door and all this. He said he was saying that their last name, our friend's last name, they are weird. That's what the park owner even said. So it's not just by us. It's by the park owner thinks the same about them. Yeah, see, and that's where we are on a downfall. We don't really have the credit, and we're not getting rid of Paige because she's right now in between. She's in pretty much the training stage of being, you know, a therapy dog slash service dog. I mean, right now she is a therapy dog, which it says by ADA says that you can have them in housing, but you just can't take them in a lot of your local stores and whatever not. But right now she's in the training of getting, her service dog, the finishing pieces to it.
What that one say?
Jake Peters says that he trains dogs, but that was a troll from earlier in one of the live streams. Steve needs a mobile home or something he can chill with. Yes, absolutely, Michelle. I have nothing against a mobile home, but it's like a lot of places you have to buy your mobile home. That way you can do all the work that you want to it and fix up and whatever. But you have to find it from a private lot kind of thing because a lot of mobile homes nowadays they also do the credit checks and all that stuff. And then I was looking into campers, but the problem was that what would I do with a camper? Just drive around and never have a place to park it, you know?
1111, say a wish.
uh, but there's a couple of cheap campers that need work, and I was like, well, maybe I should just buy this one. It's pretty decent, but it's I don't know, about 40 something years old, but it looked pretty nice and solid. And the only problem is this needs a little work. But where am I going to park it? I don't own land. Not like I could find a park and say, yeah, I'll just want to park this here, you know? So, sorry, troll, you're out. Goodbye. Hey, hey. Why does that name sound so familiar? Courtney Carter. Alrighty then. Anyways, somebody's drunk outside or something, singing like a song. Anyways, what I watch Courtney Carter, and the way he talks, even lot rent is over 2,000 a month in Creekside. What? You're talking about Creekside, South Carolina? To park down there? That's outrageous. It can't be that much. Oh no way! I didn't know that, guys. Holy moly! Who has that kind of money for a trailer park? Oh no way! I see him on what do you call it? YouTube. I see him on YouTube, and I always get them mixed up. Sometimes a little bit look like what's that other guy that I told you about? Um, oh help me, Piggyback. He kind of reminds me of Piggybacker, the looks of him a little bit. And then I have to look again, and then it says Courtney. So I was like, yeah, but I know who you're talking about. But I didn't know he was like one of the neighbors of Tina. Why? Where are you, John? Are you in South Carolina? Down there? Yeah, exactly. I know who you're talking about now. I've seen him up here on YouTube a few times. I don't think I ever watched him though. I always got it mixed up with Piggybacker. Kind of resembles each other. Duck Dynasty. He's great. I don't know. I'll have to maybe add his channel to my channel or something. I never watched him, but if you give it a heads up, then it must be good. I need more videos to watch. I don't know why I do, but I watch Kid Behind the Camera. I don't know. It's getting boring. Kid Behind the Camera, kind of. Now they're trying to use their mom to go as angry grandma. See, yeah, you know where I'm going with that one. I mean, you don't get me wrong. Michael and Bridget seem like nice people, but come on, I don't know, their videos are just getting old. She lost her mind years ago, probably for being around your grandpa. And it's not a hate against your grandpa. He was the legend, but I'm just saying, with all that he did when he was around with Tina, yeah. Get out of my room, sweet Skittles. Those that don't know, Sweet Skittles is Skittles. So if everybody wants to say hi, that's her new name, new channel. She made up a new one. A 5,600 square foot house and 350-acre of woods. Cool. Well, wait, you're in PA. That's what you said. What part of PA? Oh, I don't like PA. That's where I ended up getting a flat tire in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Told me I sent too many messages. Take a break and try it again later. Erie, PA. Where's that? Erie, PA. Is that like the borderline of New York? I don't know much about my states, guys. Only New York, where I lived all my life. And I'm ready to move down south. Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe it was border. Was it on the side like by Elmira? That side or a different side? Oh, maybe I should just buy a camper and try to park it in some wooded area. Say, yo, let me park my camper here. West of Elmira. I don't really know that area that well. I mean, I know Elmira and I know a little bit of the border of PA, but that's about it. You ran out woods for campers. Sweet. Let me park my camper. Well, first I gotta buy one. But I had an offer for $800. Or, yeah, 8 or 900, I forgot what it was. Oh, it's a little bit beat up, but needs a little bit of work on the inside. The outside's pretty good. It's like a 1970 or 80. 1,200 a night. Holy moly. You're better off sleeping in a car overnight in a parking lot. Damn, prices out there are outrageous. True. I don't know. Maybe PA is a lot richer than New York. New York, it's like because everything is so high priced. It's like, all right, who has $1,200 a night? I sure don't. If I paid something like that down here, that would be like 30 days in a well, almost 30 days in a hotel, or I could go camping for free in a tent, or that'd be like extreme rent in like Ithaca, New York, where all the colleges are. Exactly, Michelle. That's definitely a great idea. You know, explore different states and explore the areas and see where we like, and then wow, guys, my stomach is still growling. Do you hear it over there? There, Skittles.
Mm-mm.
It's going. Time for some soda pop. Heck, guys, if I had land, I'd cut my own trees down and try to build like a log cabin kind of thing. Well, not really a log cabin, but I could at least, make a place to stay. I could make like a log house or something out of logs. Make like a little fort in the woods and say, "Yo, there's my house." Yeah, there you go. I mean, just get a little bit, a couple of logs. I mean, it won't be like fancy dancy kitchen, bathroom outside, but I could like just throw a couple of logs here or there, a couple on the top, and put some cinder blocks in the bottom and piece of 2x4, or not 2x4, but plywood or something on the bottom. Oh shit! I kill myself. Oh, I don't got $98. Well, hell no. I can't even get food for a week, or I can't move out of this parking spot I'm in. I'm on like a couple inches below E. If I went anywhere right now, I'd probably be stranded. Forget that, man. If I make it to the first, then I'm gonna buy like a 2-person tent. Yeah, it's like Tuesday because of like the parade and everything. But so that's still like three. What? What's that? I didn't eat all day today. So what's today? Saturday. That would be like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh, 4 or 5 days, or 4 days or whatever. Then I'm selling what?
Just read what I wrote.
Uh, John, you are a newbie.
Mm-mm. Down longer. After a food pantry.
Oh, we can put Paige in room 10. Yeah. Heck.
We get a tent for us, and we'll get a tent for Paige.
I'll sleep in the car and get my feet problem going back up before I buy $100 tent. I'm good with that, John.
She's not a dog, she's a family member.
Paige doesn't take up to any room. She would hate me. Oh, the heck she does, man. Like, when we were staying over at Joey's, we brought our queen size mattress, and Barb had like half of her half. Paige would sleep in the middle, like her back pretty much towards Barb, and then I have like half of my side because at night Paige would stretch her legs out and kind of like kick my back and push me off on the floor. So yeah, she's a bed hog. Don't let her fool you guys. I mean, we wouldn't do that to her, but I'm just saying. Most likely, I'd just live in the car for a couple more months, like until I find a place. If it's all June, all July, then I'll stay here in the car. At least it'll be warm. I mean, if my legs and feet swell up or I can't walk, then it's just a part you have to deal with. You can't always win every situation. Oh, forget that 65-pound dog. Dean said that Paige actually looks like she gained weight or got bigger, and last year she weighed like 20 pounds, but now I think she has to be, in her 30s right now. Hey, there's a Wegmans truck. Go hop on and see what they got in the back for food. Spencer Camping over there, Jeff. Yeah, it sounds like it. Oh, Humsy Dumsy. Golden Sass Doodle. Sounds awesome. Uh, my very first dog I missed, his name was Rocky, and he was like 120-pound dog. And he was a. When it comes to me having a bed, I didn't have a bed. I'd have to sleep on the floor when I had that dog. He was very smart. He knew a lot of tricks and everything. And, you know, uh, he was awesome. And, but with him, I just didn't have a place to sleep. Then there was this other dog, Sadie, which wasn't really too much of a bed hog. She'd sleep at the end of the bed where my feet were. That was all right. And now it's just like, the dog we have now, it's Paige, and she's a pug. So she doesn't sleep a lot of times down at the foot of the bed. She sleeps in the middle of us, right in the top, So it's like, yeah, no win situation. And poor Paige, like Barb was saying, is we got this like a 2-foot rope, thick as I don't know, pretty thick rope, and all Paige's been doing with her back teeth is chewing on it. So and at nighttime she would whine a little bit. So I think she's teething in the back. So I feel sorry for her.
Oh, I can't find the Benadryl.
For what? Oh, great dog. We used to have a Kelly Shepherd mix. Awesome dog. We called him Ike. Oh, so I forgot to tell you guys. My first dog, Rocky, that weighed 120. He was a Shepherd mixed lab, and let me tell you, yeah, that was enough said about him. You know, having him like queen size and being kicked off by that dog, I'd be on the floor no matter what. I was like, fine, you want me on the floor? I got my pillow right next to the bed. I slept on the floor ever since I had Rocky, but I don't have him now. I was like in my 20s, but it was awesome. Can't lie. Well, New York sucks. I mean, Paige is Paige. She's cute. I mean, she like will shake her head no. She has her Elvis smile. Like she'll puts her like top lip, tucks it where her teeth are, so it looks like Elvis.
She smiles.
And then she smiles. So I mean, there's a lot of good features with Paige. But New York just don't tip for nothing. Yes, Michelle. All dogs are great, except for the mop dogs. Just kidding. I just wouldn't ever own a mop dog. It's just not my kind of thing. I just like short hair dogs, like pugs, and you know. I also have to watch out for my allergies too. Um, I had my allergies done, my testings when I was, I think, my 20s. Hit a bump fall. And when I did, they said that I was highly allergic to cats and secondly, dogs, but not as bad. So I'm really not supposed to have animals, but I can't help it. Dogs are just so cute. Yeah, down here, prices for Shepherds and Great Danes are expensive. I don't know in your area, but down here, they're a lot of times hard to find in this area. No, no Skittles. Paige does not need a plate. Paige does not need a playmate. I think if she had a playmate, that she would probably be heartbroken. She would feel like you don't love her. I would think. No, Michelle. Paige does not need a sister. Only pup. Well, not really a pup anymore. She's a little bit over a year old now. No, one pug is enough, guys. Then I would definitely wouldn't have a spot on the bed. It'd be like two dogs in my spot. Yep, Shepherd Lab mixes are smart dogs, I'll tell you. That's what my first dog, Rocky, was. Steve, take the floor. What floor?
You said you definitely want to have a side of the bed. That's
So
it.
now you're saying the second dog would take my spot?
Yeah.
I pretty much do between having Paige and fiance. Barb pushes Paige and Paige pushes me. It works like the chain thing.
We're gonna find some stuff.
Probably all Joey. I know, right, John? Pretty soon to sleep in my own bed, I have to take like a rope and tie it and hold on for my life. Oh, don't get me started there, Michelle. Oh, let's see. Steve, how did the ordeal go with the car turn? Oh, the insurance. Well, you see, I didn't go to court. I called court up and I said, "Yo, I can't make it. My car. I mean, I'm not really sure if it will or not, but I said, you know, they wanted me to be there at 9 in the morning, and I said, I don't know if I can make it there in time, and I don't know if my car is able to go back all the way out there, which I really haven't checked it fully under the bottom to see if it would make it that far, and so I told her, what happens if I don't? She says, well, what's the ticket for that I got? So I told her, and she looked it up, and she said it's a, what did she say, $85 ticket that I got, and I could pay it that day, or if I wait up to 30 days, then I could just pay additional $35 on it. So to make the story short is I still haven't paid the ticket because I haven't gotten paid yet, and I don't get paid until the first, so I gotta pay my ticket off. And all right, talk to you later, John. I'll be on tomorrow a few times during the day, and thanks for stopping in. And so my ticket now with the $85 fee and the charge for being like a 30 after charge or whatever they call it, I don't know. It's $35. So pretty much I got stuck with a $126 ticket. I didn't expect to pay it that much, but it could have been a lot worse. And I really don't know if I got any points out of it yet. It seems like no, actually, I don't know that. That was something different. Never mind. So I don't know if I'm getting points for that ticket or not yet. And as far as fixing my car, the third car told me that you know that's another troll guy, so it's getting deleted. Um, that's probably Joey again. And anyways, where was I? So that's 126 is the final ticket that I got to pay on the first for the ticket I got. Now I don't know, I got two different insurance letters from two different cars that were involved with my insurance. Car number 2 insurance wrote to me, and car number 3 insurance wrote to me as well. Car number 3 said, they're not reliable because they're not the car that hit me, which kind of makes sense in a way, but they caused a little bit of the second jam, so I don't understand it. Car number 2, they gave me false insurance information. Like, I went to contact their insurance company, and they said that what happened was the time of the accident, they had an insurance lapse. So, because they had an insurance lapse, that insurance company was not reliable for paying the damages to me. And I don't know if they had a different insurance company at that time. I don't know. Or if they just encountered a lapse with that company that they gave me. So, yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I wrote the driver of number 2. I mean, I've been on the phone with the insurance companies nonstop. Then also, the lady who was driving to hit me, I contacted her twice by like a letter in the mail. One was there. I sent 2 letters that were like 2-3 weeks apart, and they said something about you know that they just never got back to me to pay anything. So then when I talked to the insurance companies, they said the only thing I could do because of the whole situation is take it up and I could go after them in court. I could sue them. So I don't know. But if I go ahead and sue them, then I gotta go back to court. I gotta make a drive that's what 10-hour drive away or whatever because I'm in New York. And then if it goes to a second time going to court, then I have to go way back out there. No, I got to go to Virginia. Virginia is where the car accident was. PA, Harrisburg, PA. That was where we blew a tire out on the highway, and we had to stay in a hotel until I got 4 tires put on. That's what Harrisburg, PA was about. But the car wreck, that was actually in Virginia, Hillsville, Virginia. I think it's like 10 plus hours somewhere there. So I don't know. I just don't know anymore. It's like my life is messed up all the way around. I just try to think positive. That's all I can do. I mean, because they have an insurance lap, they don't have to pay for it. And if I do go after them, it's like I have to pay $56 to file for a claim against them. And then if I lose, I'm out of 56 more hours. Then I got to pay for the gas to and from each trip I have to go back up for court. And then if I lose, that's, gas on top of the bill I got to pay. So, I don't know. And, the car I have is a 2002 right now, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep the same car. It needs a lot of work, so hopefully it will just carry us over throughout the summer, and then when I get back on my feet, then I can get a cheap new car, like a cheaper, newer car. I mean, right now I got a migraine. I haven't ate all day, and I won't be able to eat all until the 1st, and I have no gas to go nowhere. And, the lies and stuff that I get from, Joey and talking who were supposed to be helping us out until the 1st, and said we had to be out tonight. That didn't help things, and my foot injury just getting where I can walk again on it because I injured my foot for about a week, and it it's getting better where I can walk on it, and dealing with Skittles health issues. It's finding a new place to live, and it's just like everything wrapped in, and yeah, it's just one big heartache, and I just don't know what to do. I just want to take a far ass hike somewhere where nobody knows me and they can't find me, and I'm lost. And oh well. uh, I try to sell my air conditioner. This guy contacts me and says, "Well, what do you got?" So I told him I have a 10,000 VTU air conditioner. And he said, I'm pretty interested. So he goes, well, what's the make of it? So I said, Frigidaire or whatever they pronounce it as. And he said, what's the asking price? Well, I did have it up online for like 60, and then I lowered it to 50 just so I could get some food and gas in the car. And he goes, well, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So I even said if he does it tonight, I give a lower it to $40 just to help out on both situations, you know. And the guy never got back. And the AC is a 10,000 BTU. It's very, you know, cold air pops out of it. It's like new. And if you look online, they're like $269 plus, I think, if you buy them new. And $48 to $58 for it, that's a steal, guys. I'm just trying to empty a couple items out of my storage locker so we have more room in there and to help us out until the first. But no, he didn't get back, so oh well. And I know you do, Skittles, and I'm trying my hardest to find a place and get out of this area. And then the other day they took like Skittles was saying they took 6 tubes of blood the other day for testing, and it was a fasting for 12-hour fasting, and and she passed out and fell on the floor. But the doctors had the results, and they're waiting for her appointment or nurse to call her back on the phone and see where that goes to let her know if there's anything wrong, high or low levels. And then if nothing's wrong with her blood, they gotta go with more testings because they said that the seizure activities are not supposed to be that way. They're abnormal. So I don't know. They might do an MRI or other kind of testings. I really don't know. So I just pray and hopefully it works out for her. 298 brand new at Walmart. Same brand as yours. You, you just got one, huh? Yeah, that's what I got in my storage. And, you know, I tried to sell it for $50 and he was him in Holland. So I said, well, how about 40 just so I could get some food and gas in the car. And I didn't tell him that part, but it works for him, works for me. But no, he goes, I don't know. So, yeah, it didn't work out the way I wanted to. So here I am, screwed. Trying to make 40 or $50. It's fucking hard. Well, I started it online for selling it for 60 just to get rid of it for space in the storage and to help me out. But then nobody was, you know, biting into it. So I didn't know if they're looking for it yet or not. So then I put 50. And then he says, well, he doesn't know yet. So I was like, okay, well, how about tonight only? I'll mark it down to 40 just so it gets out of there and so I can get food and gas and, you know, you have a nice cold AC and, but no, he never got back and that didn't work out. as a joke, maybe I should be like on the side of the street, like being a fat stripper on the side of the street. Na na na. That Skittles give me a dirty look. I don't know these days. Yep, it's like new. Used it twice. I could go for like a burger and gas to travel out of this area. I hate being in this area. I hear you there. You know, when we did take that trip to South Carolina, it was hotter than balls in the car, and we had all the windows open. But after I got back to New York, guess what happened? I found out the car had AC. I wish I knew that for the trip. It would have been nice and cool in the car all the way down.
I was swearing at you.
But no, I'm just trying to get rid of AC, just make a, 40, $50 so I could get food and gas. And then that's mainly the reason why I'm trying to get rid of it. I mean, I could always buy a new AC if I need it down the road. And another reason is so I could buy a tent, like a two-person tent. Yeah, I know. So if I sell it for like, if I could sell my AC for like $50, or find somewhere to make $50 or $60, then I could get some food for a couple of days, put gas in the car a little bit, and buy the tent, and then I'd be set until the first. But unfortunately, I can't find something to buy the tent, or not the tent, but the AC. I even put up a dog crate, brand new. Well, I used a couple times. A dog crate, one of those Walmart ones, the big large ones. I paid something like $46 or something like that for. I put it on for 20, and still no bites of that either, so it sucks. Yeah, it is sweet Skittles. It is definitely quiet. I mean, a little bit earlier. I mean, some people were walking by, but now it's like the party's over. I don't see nobody walking by. Sounds like Paige is snoring away.
She's putting my leg to sleep.
I actually talked to Dean. He said he was tired out and he was going to go to bed, get some sleep, and he said that he's going to talk to me or anybody that's on the channel tomorrow, our time, about 2 o'clock, or his channel during the day. And Josh, I actually got to talk to Josh for a little bit, and Josh, he's a pretty busy guy now himself. Every day he trains martial arts 6 hours a day, and he's doing pretty good with that, I guess, what I heard. He has been doing it for 2 weeks now and lost 20 pounds, and I guess he enjoys it, so I'm proud and happy for him. And I guess Dean has Monday off, I think, or Sunday, Monday off, I think, is what he said, because it's a holiday or whatever, and he is just gonna chill and be online and spend some time with his family, and so that was awesome that he gets some time off. Me, I'm just a nighthawk, and I try to figure things out all night where I can make things possible and get out of ruts and hopefully sell items to get out of my rut. Just Daddy, don't worry. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to get my hand caught towards you. Can you move my bag? Whoops, sorry. Can you move that blue bag? Whoa, what happened? It's like a obsessed. Look at this. Oh, wait, it's catching up. Yeah, sometime. So, if anybody wants to help with donations to $40 or $50, it would be greatly appreciated. But we're not expecting it. It's just help out a little bit. Um, Anybody left in here? Everybody leave.
I lost my. Oh, that.
Oh, that's because I'm using 4G. I'm using data, that's why.
Hold on, let me get hooked up.
Anybody here? If not, I'm gonna close this chat down. It's been running about an hour and a half. Oh, hey, Jen. I thought you left a while ago. You came back. I was talking to Michelle, but I don't know where she went. I've been talking about trying to come up with $40 or $50 so I could get some food until the first and gas, and hopefully buy a cheap two-person tent until the first. But I don't know if anybody can help with that. I'm trying to sell my air conditioners like new, 10,000 BTU, and I got a dog crate I'm trying to sell like new. I don't know what else to do. Go on the street corner or some shit. I don't know. Oh, shit. I killed myself. Oh, hey, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Your nephew, you were trying to calm him down. Sorry about that. Who? I call who a troll? What's his name? Oh, that's your nephew. I didn't mean to call him a troll. It's just a lot of people coming in are trolls. So that's why I said that. I didn't recognize the name. So if your nephew is listening right now, I'm sorry. I apologize, Jacob. Um, you're not a troll. It's just, I'm just trying to keep the channel going and making sure nice people like you are on it. I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't know who your cousin was, or your nephew. I'm sorry. It was an honest mistake.
What's going on?